get to the money. Gotta get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. So you know that I'm on it. Gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. And gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and they. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money.
Welcome to another episode of Drinking After Dark, a podcast where we discuss random topics while having a few drinks. I'm your host, Darius, and as always, drink responsibly. And y'all make sure y'all follow Drinking After Dark podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe to Drinking After Dark podcast YouTube channel. Tonight, I'm just drinking on some Dr. Pepper and Crown Royal Vanilla. And I hope you guys are safe, man. I hope you guys are drinking responsibly, man. I hope you guys are having a great week. I know I am. But we gotta get into some topics, man, and we gotta talk about this, man. This particular topic, it has been going through social media like crazy. Okay. Now if y'all know that Disney celebrated their 30th anniversary of The Lion King, if y'all like me, millennial like me, who remember when The Lion King first came out, and of course that was, I mean, the 90s. I mean, look, I'm 36 years old, okay? The 90s was, to me, the best decade. You had all the great cartoons, TV shows, movies, music. Uh, I guess you could say reality shows in a sense, in terms of like what was in the news, all of that stuff like that. But y'all remember The Lion King, classic, James Earl Jones. You had Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Jason Weaver, uh, Mr. Bean. Uh, what's his name? Uh, I can't think of his name. He played Benson. It's a lot of people, and then yeah, I mean, so many others, right? Um, that was part of the Lion King. Also, the queen in the Lion King, the mother, she was also the queen in Coming to America. I think it was Miss Sinclair. I think that's her name, but they did a production at the Hollywood Bowl, right? It was all accounts was a great show until, and this is what everybody talks about, until Northwest performed. Uh, Can't Wait to Be King. We all know that's when you're talking about Disney songs, right? Disney songs, that is up there. That's like top two, definitely top two in terms of uh Disney songs ever, right? Um, I mean, we have what Whole New World. What's that? The That was the Aladdin soundtrack. Y'all know Powerline, a Goofy movie. Stand Out, Eye to Eye. Obviously, that was sung by Tevin Campbell, the legend R&B singer Tevin Campbell. Um, Just Can't Wait to Be King was actually sung by Jason Weaver, who we've known over the last couple of years. We've been giving him his flowers. He's been and if y'all go back watch the what's it, the Jacksons and American Dream uh TV series, mini movie, whatever you call it. He played the second Michael Jackson, the middle Michael Jackson, right? And so he was great in that. TV shows like Smart Guy. Uh, he was on a show called Thea. Um, you've seen him in movies and other projects too. So, this man who was, you know, getting his flowers, continuously, right? But he did the singing part of young Simba, and of course Jonathan Taylor Thomas did the voiceover for Young Simba. All right, we're just talking about Young Simba. All right, uh, so at the Hollywood Bowl, Northwest performed that song. I know y'all probably saw the comments that was online. I'm gonna go give y'all my take. Uh, to start off with Northwest, yes, she's 10 years old. My daughter's 10 years old. Okay, so I'm really coming from a place that's kind of like near and dear because my daughter is 10. Here's the thing. Um, she was, you could tell she had a smile on her face. She looked like she was having fun, um, energetic, just doing what a 10-year-old amateur would do, right? At a school play or something, right? Here's the problem, and then this is where I'm getting off of Northwest because every no, this is where the two parents deserves all the criticism coming their way. So Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, mommy and daddy. From the understanding, there were kids better than Northwest who have auditioned a few times just to, you know, get that role, right? And apparently, Kim Kardashian used not only her name but also the money to bribe the producers on having Northwest perform in front of 17,000 at the Hollywood Bowl. It backfired so bad. I'm just gonna be honest with you, okay? Northwest performance was terrible for that stage. Now, if we're talking the school play, elementary, middle school play, I understand. I get it. If they want to have her have the leading role, so be it. If you want to do something on your own, whatever, so be it. But on that particular stage, it was not a great look. You feel bad for a 10-year-old to be put in that place, but you got to look at the parents. Like the parents did this to her, right? And from my understanding, Kim Kardashian basically paid off the producers. The casting director said, "Oh, this is her part," and they basically said, "Okay." And they put her. And you gotta remember, she came out performed. Northwest came out performed in a costume. You could tell it was not made by the costume designers and everything like that for that production. It looked like she got that from Party City somewhere or off of Amazon. Just put it on her and then just have her whatever. And the fact, and here's the thing, I don't know Jason Weaver. You know, hopefully if he's listening to this, I know they had him introduce Northwest. And for the fact this was her first performance when they basically said her debut, this is not the stage for that. I mean, you had other kids who was looking forward to this opportunity. Even if they didn't get the role, they were like the finalists for the role. Other casting directors would see that, right? There's like, oh, they must be really that talented. They were finalists, so maybe we could put them in our production, this and that. And you have a woman who took opportunities from kids who had this woman and this man who took opportunities from kids who actually had the talent, who have been practicing, who have been going through the fire just to be able to be on that stage, have the chance to be on that stage at the Hollywood Bowl that could, help them in their future. And it was all taken away because of this woman. Here's the thing. I don't care if y'all get mad at me for saying this, whatever. I've never been a fan of Kim Kardashian. Never have, I never will. To me personally, I thought Kanye was, the more sensible parent. You know what I mean? I thought he was more sensible to the fact that, he should understand because he's in music. He can't sing, but he understands the sounds, he understands the tone, he understands talent. As a producer, and the fact that he didn't even stop this, like they use this to put her on this platform. No, I heard I guess it was a news anchor said that the talent did not match the opportunity. Obviously, it did not match the opportunity whatsoever, and this this was such an embarrassment, right? Because if you put something out like this, you gotta think the millennials who grew up watching this, right? And no, we seen the original. We like, oh man, this is amazing. You have some of the cast coming back on stage and everything like that. Jennifer Hudson gave a great performance at the Hollywood Bowl, and then you put her on after that. Obviously, you could tell this was a big money play because ain't no way I'm gonna put my daughter on stage knowing she ain't got the talent to be on that stage in front of all those people. And people keep talking about the nepotism and all that stuff, these babies, nepo babies, and all of that. It happens. It's nothing new. This is nothing new. But the difference between Northwest and say um the the kids of the past, right? Like those who Miles and Dads were real big in the industry and then they came in and they became big in the industry. These kids have to put in work because one thing they didn't want to be labeled as like, oh, you only got this because of who your mom is, or you only got this because who your dad is. Tori Spelling is a great example. I'll give you some other examples. You look at John David Washington, right? John David Washington is the son of Denzel Washington. Guess what? He's his own man. He's out here doing movies on his own, right? Coming around his own. I mean, listen, will he ever be as big as his father? Probably not. But that doesn't mean he can't make a great living, on his own, right? You look at Ben Stiller, another guy. His father was big, right? Ben Stiller, great career. You have who else? Um, you have Freddie Prinze Jr. You have Ice Cube son, O'Shea Jackson Jr. You have kids who have put in the work because they didn't want that label to be put on them. You only got this because of who your mommy and daddy is. They didn't want that label, right? So they went through the process. The fact that Kim Kardashian used her resources to basically pay her daughter to take that lead after all these kids went through the fire, and the fact that you could tell that this little girl didn't go to a rehearsal or anything because she didn't know where she was supposed to be on stage. She was out there just thinking like, oh, this is just a kid doing it, blah blah blah. That was first off, it was disrespectful to the art and the people who actually went through all of this, right? Went through the audition process, went through the rehearsals. That was disrespectful to them. So Kim and Kanye, that was flat out disrespectful. Okay, to the production company, to the casting director, y'all was disrespectful too. And it's gonna be hard for you guys. Once you put that reputation out there, they're gonna be like, "Why we want to work for y'all?" Because I know for a fact that if I'm up for this part, this is a huge role or a part in a production or whatever of yours, I'm not gonna get it because you easily can be bought off, right? So for the fact that this, listen, I know some people want to defend Northwest. Rightfully so. You should defend her. She's 10. She don't know what she's getting herself into. But the parents obviously knew. And then you see, the father, and then you got her grandmama Kris Jenner up in there taking pictures. Like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. No, that is totally disrespect. You blatantly disrespected the paying customer The people who have auditioned, the kids who have auditioned a few times, who have way better talent than that, who could have used that platform for their, to help them further along with their career, and then everybody else who was involved. That was disrespectful. Very, very disrespectful. That's the way I see it. And the fact that I know some people want to compare Northwest to Blue Ivy. Here's the difference in the two. If that was a Kardashians production, it would make sense, right? If it was the Kardashians, Kanye, they produced it, of course they want to put their daughter into it. They don't really care about the art form. They just want to expose their daughter. Well, I know definitely Kim Kardashian do, because I think right now Kim Kardashian, her whole ever since the sex tape, the Ray J sex tape, which let's just be honest, Ray J made her famous. Y'all can argue with me all y'all want to. Nobody would have known who Kim Kardashian was if it wasn't for Ray J. Okay. Um, the fact that with Blue Ivy, one, that's her mother's tour. Secondly, you could tell she put in the work just to be on stage next to her mother, performing with her mom. Right? She's not singing, she's dancing. And you could tell at each show she has gotten better, right? She has gotten better and the confidence went straight through the roof, right? And we seen that. You could tell it's kind of like when you see an athlete, right? From like college to the pros, you see the progression, you see the work that they're putting in because they're getting better every time they step on the field, every time they step on the court. You see an improvement. Blue Ivy has put in the work to do this. And I'm pretty sure her mom made sure, yeah, you might be my daughter, but you're going to have to put in this work and all of that. And you can see that. I don't know if it's a rivalry thing. Obviously, I guess Kanye and Jay Z still got that thing. They have daughters around the same age, so anything Blue Ivy is doing, I guess they'd be like, no, we gotta make sure our daughter is more in the front. Um, that's something to where it might be bad, but it's more of a detriment to your kid because now this kid believes, oh, I could listen, I got my mom's money, my dad's money, I could pay my way through. I could cheat the process. But guess what? What you're doing for this kid is one, you're not being honest with your kid, right? Um, it's not like if it's sports or something like a little league sport where everybody plays and you could tell some people who have the talent, some people is not there. But at that age, you're like, these just kids just playing, right? It don't really start getting serious until they really get around middle school. And then of course high school and every level you go up, college and pros. But at that age, let her be a kid. And I don't know what it is. Maybe Kim Kardashian is doing what her mom did to her. Your daughter's 10 years old. Why are you trying to put her out in the forefront? I'm not understanding it. Why are you trying to put your daughter in the forefront? Talking about putting her on TikTok so she can make $30,000 a post. Why does a 10-year-old need 30,000 a post? I don't, and you got some celebrities who, most celebrities make sure their kids are kids, right? They're not rushing them to get into making money at such a young age. But for whatever reason, it seemed like Kim Kardashian is trying to put her daughter in the forefront, force it down her. We didn't ask for this. You trying to get her to make money to keep your name in the news. This was another way to keep the Kardashians Kim Kardashian in the news, right? And then it will help everybody else, right? Um, for those who are big like huge Kardashian fans, and I question why you are. You cannot tell me that you agree with everything that she has done. And I know most of you are not parents, so you won't understand. But as a parent myself, I would not put my daughter in a situation to where she could be ridiculed. And you gotta remember, when you have paying customers, right? They want to see a great performance. They're not here to see amateur hour. If you want to see amateur hour, take them down to the Apollo and all that stuff, for amateurs. Don't put them on the stage where it's supposed to be for professionals. Okay. And this is the situation that you putting your daughter into. Now, maybe I know she's shielded from the comments, right? I know she is. I know she's hiding behind mommy, she's hiding behind daddy. But at some point, there one of those two have to step up and be a real parent, right? And be like, no. And you got to tell the other parent, no, you're not putting my daughter on that stage. A school play, yeah. A church play, absolutely. The Hollywood Bowl, and she ain't trained for this. She ain't go to no rehearsals for this. And we gonna put her out there, make a mockery of all of this. No. So now I always said this for a very long time. It's at a point where they're doing this in your face, but you're so used to it, you don't see the problem because you're such a fan of someone that they know they could get away with this stuff in your face. And that's what they did. They basically told you, yeah, we don't care about it. We don't care about the art because we got the money, so we're gonna just pay them off because we can do what we want to do. And the fact that you could tell they don't have someone close to them to say this is not a good idea. Where Chris Jenner, she ain't gonna say no because she pimped out her daughter. So what do you think she's gonna do with her granddaughter? Let's just call it what it is. Okay? She out there, you gotta be like, no, I don't think that's right. We should not put our daughter put Northwest in that because if it was just like a small part, like you have a one line or even like a two line part, okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. But you talking about this is a huge deal. And to have Jason Weaver, present her. And I don't know if he actually heard her sing or whatnot. What is Kim? You could tell Kim K is really trying to push her daughter out into the media because Kim K wants to stay relevant as long as possible. Okay. Wants to stay relevant as long. Kanye ain't got to do all of that. Kanye could, if he wants to get into media, he could do it himself. He ain't gonna use his daughter like that. But you have your ex-wife, the mother of your kids, doing all this, and why? I'm just asking, like, what's the purpose of this? What's the purpose of putting that little girl on that stage in front of 17,000? And we got to talk about musical theater. Yeah, it's gonna be very critical. It comes with it. This ain't no, oh, she's 10 years old. No, when you're on that stage, you're a professional. You got people who pay their hard-earned money to come see professionals. They're not there to see a reality, uh, a reality child, right? They don't want to see no amateurs. Okay. Now it could have been, worse. Like if she was just out there just moving around, just singing, it was like, okay, this clearly she did not want to do this. Um, again, Northwest, this is not about her. This is about her family putting her in that situation. Okay. It's like that one girl who sung that national anthem. I was that a Pacers game or something like that. I don't know what game it was, but she sung that national anthem, and it was like, who is lying to these kids? You know, and it's okay to tell the kids the truth because you don't want them to grow up and find out like, dang, I was really lied to this whole time. You know what I mean? It's is that a it that is just the entitlement, right? And here's the thing about Nepo babies, right? The nepotism and everything, it happens. It happens in all industries. It happens, right? But usually the parents they push their kids harder than like someone else because they like this is my blood right here, and I don't want them to think because they're in a position because I use my power and they ruining my legacy. So you just gotta somebody in that circle. I don't know if it's a close friend. I don't know if it's a family member that's not afraid to speak their truth, because they're not riding anybody, anything like that. Somebody got to be honest with Kim Kardashian. And I blame the media and I blame her fans because y'all created that monster. And she feel like she can do anything that she want. And sometimes, and here's the thing, Hollywood is so big that they'll, eat you up and spit you out. Somebody in there should have said, no, we're not taking your money because we're not going to, this is not amateur hour. You know what I mean? This is not amateur hour. Now, if you want the viral moment, you want the clicks, you want the attention, absolutely. Now, is she going on tour with them? No, she's not. But you're talking about on that platform where a kid could have been, you know, their talent could have been seen around the world, and you took that opportunity away from that kid without your daughter have. See, here's the thing: if your daughter would have went through that process, she would have came in, went back, like, yeah, she ain't coming back. And in fact, you kind of forced them into it. Kind of forced them into it with the money because you could pay people off, right? Cash is king, and it's really sad that that had to happen. I felt bad for Northwest because she shouldn't be in that position. Somebody in that family should have said, "Nope, we're not doing this." The production company should have said, "Nope." Because here's the thing: the connection between the Kardashians and that production companies behind the Kardashians reality show. So they knew they could do that. If it was somebody else, they probably couldn't do it. But because it was them, they knew they could do it. That's the sad part. And I think that um, I truly believe. I hope they don't do that again. But unfortunately, I feel like it's going to happen again. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all feel like Kim was so wrong putting her daughter in that situation that it could have, in a way, kind of ruined her um, confidence to even go back on stage, right? That's not the time where you go on stage and you get better. It's like a comedian. You can't go on to a stage in front of almost 20,000 and think you're gonna do a great job. No, you gotta start from the bottom. School plays, little clubs, work your way up to that, and then get the actual training. Because we all know she didn't go get no type of training, no court, no dance training, no vocal training, nothing. They're like, "Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Let's take a picture, video." Very disrespectful of that family. And for those who support that family, y'all know what y'all can do. Okay, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Tell me what y'all think about the whole situation. Um, do y'all think that Kim Kardashian? Me personally, I think she should have came out and apologized for what she did. I think she should have, personally. But when you feel like you can get away with anything and nobody's gonna stop you, you gonna keep doing it. So just let me know in the comments, man. Tell me what y'all think. And then do y'all feel like uh the parents and the production company should come out with a statement and basically apologize for what they did? And I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna do it because they already got the money. So whatever. All right, y'all, man. Thanks for tuning in with me tonight. Um, Another great time with you guys, man. I hope you guys stay safe. Please be responsible, man. Y'all can also make sure y'all check out the episodes right here on YouTube. But if you came in, you listen on Spotify, listen on iHeartRadio, listen on Apple Podcasts, man. Tell your friends and family about Drinking After Dark. Until next time, y'all. I'm Darius, and I'm out. Peace.
Gotta get to the money. Gotta get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. So you know that I'm on it. Gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids and me. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money. Early morning, so you know that I'm on it. And gotta make sure that my family straight. Gotta make sure that the kids done. Gotta make sure that the bills is paid. And then let's get to the money. Get to the money.